Listen, coming up as a young person, did you have aspirations of making it to the pros, or was basketball just like, for me, basketball was a means for me to get education because I didn't have that kind of money. My family didn't. So I used basketball to further my education. Was it the same with you, or?
Well, yeah, absolutely. For me, basketball was always something that it could take my mind off my reality. It was, turmoil at home, which a lot of times, oftentimes it was. That was a way for me to escape and go and lose myself in something that I was passionate about. But I found out many, many years later that I was OCD, so it actually worked for me. So that was a great combination for me to become a pro. I was like out there,
right,
trying to escape, and then I'm just doing it over and over again. So hey, it worked. I heard LeBron was the same way, so hey, it works. It works for some people.
Yeah, obsessive compulsive disorder would definitely be good for being a pro athlete, right?
Well, can you imagine that? Can you imagine it? So for me, I didn't know it at the time, but that's what I was doing.
Listen, as you were growing, when did you start growing and realize that you were pretty good at basketball?
Well, I was always a big guy, bigger than the other kids. So when did I really start getting good at it was probably about the 7th grade. I was just so big that, there wasn't a lot of kids that were going to stop me and I always posted up. So it was easy, for me to excel then. But when I started running into people that were bigger, I started wondering just how much I loved the game. And the love was still there, and I just stayed with it.
So was it your high school coach or your college coach that helped get you fueled into playing?
Wow, that's a good one. I would say high school coach. I would say my middle school coach, because he cut me. He threw me off the team. I couldn't do leg raises because I had a hernia, and he said, "You're lazy. You don't work." So he threw me off the team because I couldn't do it. And later, of course, he put me back on the team, but
what was his name? What was his name?
I don't never do that. But anyway, the point was whatever.
You're not gonna give us his name?
No, never.
How come?
It's not. That wasn't the point of the story, Michael. Okay. The point of the story is I overcame that obstacle of him not believing in me and taking something away from me that I really loved. And he just didn't know what he was doing to me. I begged to be back on the team. He put me back on the team. And later, that was the spark that I needed, do you really love this? So it carried me on. And then the thing that happened in high school that I'll never forget is back then coaches could just literally lay hands on you. And I mean, I'm not talking in a religious way. I mean, they could lay hands on you. And my coach did that to me. He laid, all I can remember is saying to him, "Well, so what?" And I just remember seeing my feet in the air. And I was like, how did this happen? He was body slamming me. And he took me down pretty hard in front of the whole team and everybody was watching. He said, "Get out of my gym." I'm not going to tell you his name either. So, bottom line is,
listen, wait.
He got my attention and he changed my life because I was one of those smart alecky, talk back, kind of like you. I just talk trash, and I talk to the wrong people. And every now and then there were consequences.
Steffond, listen, we know on the streets, snitches get stitches.
Yes, right.
But this is insightful BS. You gotta say a name, man. You can say a name.
I could no, but see,
listen, they'll want to hear their name on the Coop podcast. Showtime.
They would love to hear the name, but you have people that are so intellectually gifted. They're going to research it. They're going to find those people. They're going to find out when I was in middle school. It's the internet now. I know it's kind of strange to you, but it's the internet is a lot.
No, listen.
They'll find me. They'll find out.
You can thank those people for giving you that tough love. That's what it was, right?
Those people would probably get trolled to death on the internet right now for doing what they did. That was abuse. That would be the worst thing in the world to do to those people. They got through to me. It wasn't what they did to me, it's how I responded to what they did. And
understood.
That was great.